Hello, everyone. How is everyone? So we've got Michelle Glitter Angels 82. Welcome in. Helen Whale. We've got Tracy. We can fall out with each other, Tracy, if you carry on. I'm not singing. I'm a terrible singer. I got such a monotone voice, and it's not in tune. It is terrible. Hi there, Kat. Sparkle Dust and Diamonds. How are you doing? So Kat has been feeling a bit better after not been feeling very good recently. So I'm glad that she's on the mend and she's starting to feel better. And we've got Trisha Richards, and then we've got Angel. Hello, Melanie. And Marie Casey. Mutnut is in here. I'm glad you can get some entertainment out of it, Kat. Yes, we should have Nox River Art today joining us on a live, so she can sort of showcase some of her store items. I've got a few bits of Happy Mail, and my first finish of 2025. It's not a big kit, not yet. Hello, Kathy, and we've got Stephanie as well. Hello. So, what have you all been up to? I know it's only like 11 days into the new year. What kits have you been working on? And have you had any good experiences with the kits? I know sort of certain people have not enjoyed kits or and stuff like that. So, yeah.
If you want to mention about the wildfires, just and scrapping Sylvia. Community.
Yeah. So Andrew's just telling me, so the Scrapping Sylvia put out a post earlier, and her husband's passed away. So please go and give her some love. She's a big part of the community, and we need to sort of try and show as much support as possible. Hello there, Anthony.
And everyone in LA.
Yes, and everything that's going off with the Palisades fires. I think there's 5 fires, isn't there?
Yeah, 5.
Palisades and the Eaton ones are the biggest. So, okay, so Kat, it is Sylvia, Scrapping with Sylvia.
She has a YouTube channel.
Got a YouTube channel, if anyone can post that here. Hello, Eve, how are you doing? And we've got Francis as well. Ooh. We've been working on a Richard Levent. So is the Richard Levent kit your Asian themed kit, or is it you got 2 kits running at the same time? Hello, Kerry Lynn. So her Scrapping Sylvia's husband has passed away. I don't know what it was to do with, but
I'm not sure. She hasn't put it down. I'm going to try and find her, guys, and then share the channel.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not the new year that everyone was hoping for. I know that I'm dealing with my granddad. He's he had a few strokes last year, and then he had a major stroke last week, and he's in the hospital. He's in the hospital. His arms have dropped, so he can't use his arms, and his face has dropped, and he's struggling with breathing and eating. And we just have Nox is just popped in, so we're going to bring her to the stage, and we can say hello to everyone. Hello, Nox.
Hey, everyone.
How are you doing?
Had a bad couple of days, but it's getting better. So sorry, I'm a little bit late.
Oh, don't worry about it at all. It's 7 minutes. I'm not going to break the
I am
bank.
such a timely person. 7 minutes is a nightmare.
Well, I was on. I got ready and I was on for about 10 to, and then I was like, "Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this." And it's like I clicked a banner, and then I was like, "It's now past where I need to be live, and I'm still not live." So yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put that on to.
I'll put a Facebook link
You
down.
put it on. That's fine.
Hi, Nox.
Hi.
Get rid of that.
That was very high pitched of me. That's not normal.
It's all good.
Yeah. I think sometimes what happens is like when I have like too many bad days all at once, I get like really manic when they start to lit up. So kind of makes me weirdly high pitched and hyper, and I talk a lot.
Well,
So you caught me on
feel
an
free to
interesting
talk as
day.
much as you want. I have actually. So I came down to Angels on Friday and started my Dragon Mini Dazzle kit. So that's completed now. And then I think last night we were just watching everything that's going off with the news on the Los Angeles fires,
Yeah.
which is scary as anything. I saw a
Yeah.
post today, and it's like is it? No. So the West Coast is on fire, but the East Coast is like snow-covered ice and stuff like that. And it's just like I don't understand. Like it doesn't quite compute how that can happen in one country.
Well, when your one country takes forever to drive through, it's kind of like I honestly, and I don't know if anyone else feels like this, but to me, my own country feels like it's multiple countries.
Yeah, I get that, especially with how big your some of the states are. I think it's like the UK can fit. I think it's 5 times within the state of Texas alone.
Yeah, yeah. Texas is a nightmare to drive through.
So whereabouts are you then in America?
I'm in New Mexico, so just west of Texas, where everyone thinks I'm in Mexico. I get complimented on my English constantly, and I'm like, sure, thanks.
That's amazing. That's brilliant.
It's a really big pain in the butt when people want my passport to move around my own country.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not in Mexico.
So where's Mexico? So Mexico is obviously a bit underneath because that's in South America, isn't it?
No, it's still in North America. It's just the southernmost part of it.
Okay. So is New Mexico just above that then?
Yeah, we border Mexico. So if you have like Mexico and then, well, although I think my camera's about to mirror this in the wrong direction, but so you have like Texas to the east, and then there's New Mexico where I am, and then Arizona to the west, and for all the way over is California. So
Okay.
I'm kind of in that whole region.
Are you closer to the fires or closer to the ice?
Kind of far from all of it.
Well, good. I'm glad that you're safe from it all.
Yeah. I mean, I think technically I'm a little closer to the fires, but I'm so far from it, it doesn't really make much of a difference.
Yeah.
Like it would probably take me a good 2 days of driving to get to either.
Double check the comments and see if anyone else has joined. We've got Michelle C. Hello. Chocolate Diamonds. Hello. You're new
Hey,
to
everybody.
Hello. We've got Shelley. Hello, Shelley.
And Stephanie agrees with me that feels like we live more than one country.
And hello, Nicole and Jamie.
Yeah, it's just like, because you can also go different places and it's just drastically different in like culturally, even like the different accents through the country. You go to some places and it's like, I can't even understand what you're telling me.
Yeah, I think it's very similar to here in the UK because obviously you've got the UK is made up of England, Scotland, Wales, and Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
And within just England alone, you could drive, say, I think it's 3 hours to Newcastle, which is up towards Scotland, and they have a whole different language. It's called Geordie, but if you try and listen to like a raw Geordie speaking, like I say, they use words and the way they say things is just completely different. Like I get the same with that. And then we've got Vanessa. How are you doing? Crafting with V.
Were you talking to me or someone in the chat? I have audio processing disorder, so sometimes I don't hear.
Chaotic Crafting with Vanessa is here. Okay. So what have you been up to this week then, Nox?
Mostly just recovering from pain. I have a lot of disabling pain conditions, and we did get a little bit, like we didn't get much snow or anything. I live in a desert, but we did have like pressure changes because of the snowstorms to the east, and that mixed with some other things going on was kind of causing me to not be able to do a lot. And then I also had to like go to a doctor's appointment, try to advocate for something that they've been putting off for 2 years. Like I really need a surgery on my hip that they don't want to do. Not because I don't need it, but because they've decided I'm a couple pounds too heavy. And I've like done a lot of research on the topic, and I'm like, while they have a minute point, because it does cause like a small extra risk in infection, it's also they're using like BMI, which is not accurate for like where things are landing on your body, and you're more looking for what's going on in the hip specifically. And the main concern there is also that I wouldn't have the muscle tone to support healing. And I went to physical therapy to make sure that didn't continue to be a problem, and they okayed me, and they still didn't care. And then I'm like, I'm still at risk for crashing my car. It's my right leg where I put my pedal, so it might get stuck on the gas pedal. I could fall and hit my head. Prolonged pain causes heart conditions. I already have high blood pressure from my current pain conditions. So I'm just like, I have all these other risks you guys aren't taking into account for some perceived risk on infection. So I had a doctor's appointment where I was just like, no, we're done with this game. Either you're going to get me in or I'm going somewhere else. And they started pushing things forward. So it was a good appointment.
I understand with sort of BMI scale because I kept on going to the doctors, and originally, so I've now been diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, which is like Crohn's disease. But for ages, the doctors would just pat it off to do with stress and to do with work life and diet. And it wasn't until that I said, look, I'm not happy with how it is. It's been sort of 2 years. It's not getting any better. And I sort out the hospital and sort of transferred over to them, and they got it sorted, and I was diagnosed straight away. Yeah, but I do get what you mean with the BMI scale. That BMI scale is stupid. So I'm not skinny by any imagination. I'm 6'8", and I'm about 20 stone. What's stone in kilos? So I'm 127 kilos.
Okay.
But as you can see, I'm not exactly massive. But my BMI says that I am morbidly obese.
Yeah. Like, it jumps to morbidly obese pretty quickly on that. It's like, and I'm heavy. Well, I'm not heavier than you, but like body mass to height, like I've got more on me than you do. But still, it's like a lot of mine. They're treating me also like I binge eat and I need to I need to diet and things like that. And I'm like, that's not my problem. My problem was, years ago when I said, hi, I'm in a lot of pain, and I went from a very active lifestyle to I can't do anything without dizzy spells, and I'm hungry all the time, but I also can't eat. And I started having all these other symptoms, and I was like 2.5 years going to doctors, emergency rooms, before finally someone checked and went, oh, you have a cyst this big on your ovary.
Wow.
And they had to remove it. And then it was like another chunk of weight because they didn't want to see that I had fibroids all over my uterus. And I'm like, I'm heavy because you guys didn't want to keep on top of my health when I asked you to, not because I binge eat donuts.
Got Crafting Kerry, hello.
But yeah, don't get me started. I'll rant all day on medical stuff.
I'll join you.
Medical trauma is a real thing.
Doctors are so quick to pass you off rather than help you out. It is unreal.
Yeah. If I miss some of the chat, by the way, it freezes on me on occasion and I don't notice and I have to close it and reopen it again.
So we saw your prize pack number 1. That was incredible.
So yeah, I actually have it with me here.
Wow.
It's gonna be all shiny because of the lights, but and actually it comes with.
Can I put you on your solo screen and then you can show it off?
So I'll show off the big one first. It's not signed yet, but it will be signed.
Is what Nox is donating as one of the first prizes for the event.
Yeah, I'll be doing 4 total prize packs like every 3 months since this is a year-long event. More if I can, but that's the definite goal minimum. So this is the one I did for the Lunar New Year. It's called Year of the Snake because I'm not creative at naming things. It also comes with a cover minder, and this one actually has the magnet. I made sure.
I love my badge though.
And then something it's not in my shop yet, but I'm going to be adding here soon. I'm actually making a bunch of changes to my shop, but I'm adding bookmarks. So some little cheap items people can pick up in the shop. It's got it's backwards, but all the info. So a lot of times people are like, I like your art, but I don't know what it's called. So I made sure to put the name on the back of the bookmark. Yeah. So each of the prize packs are going to do a different art piece. So you guys can get a variety of things, and it's not just the one thing over and over again. It may still be bookmark, cover minder, print if you guys like that, or I could switch up the next one. I've got all kinds of other things. I got fridge magnets. I have playing cards.
Oh wow!
I think
I've seen some of your playing cards on. It was that. Which one is it? I want to say it's a Black Dragon, but it's not called Black Dragon, is it?
It's Midnight Sentinel. It's kind of like a draconic gargoyle.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I love that one.
That's that one. I have 2 versions of him actually. One with a more bright city background, and then one with this black one. But yeah, just playing cards. I signed the Joker card too, in case people. I didn't used to sign things, but people were like, "Please sign things," so I started signing things. But yeah, I have those in my shop. I'm going to add some new art options for the playing cards. I put out so much art, it's kind of hard to pop into the Etsy shop and update because I have to check and see which ones size well with different products, and then go through and update the entire listing to include it. And it's a thing, but yeah, I'm also going to be adding. I'm going to drop things. I'm going to be adding mouse pads as well.
Wow.
So, kind of doing things, but I also have lit up keychains that could be possibly in a prize pack if you guys want. I can make these prize packs basically the way you guys want them. I'll probably throw 3 items in each, but I kind of just picked something for the first go, but input is good, whatever you guys like. But yeah, these are the keychains.
Oh, that's cool.
And they got a little flashlight on the bottom.
Definitely need one of those with Nano Assassin on. All right, we've got Lucia. Hello, Lucia. Gail. So yes, anime works for the event because anime is sort of Japanese in origin. So yeah, feel free to use anime. That Alice in Wonderland piece that you put up, Rhinestone Goddess, is amazing.
Ow. Oh, sorry, I got my foot stuck on something.
Okay, fine. We've got
But yeah, like I pulled up examples of a bunch of the products. Like this is the fridge magnets. They're just like little flat things. Oh, actually, I wanted to show you guys. It's something I haven't shown anybody yet because I just got it yesterday. Where did I put it? It's probably over here. So I'm playing around with different print types, and I've lost it. I have too many things over here. I'm like, I had this all organized so it would be, organized, and then I ruined it. What did I do with it? Oh, it's right behind my tablet. That's why I couldn't find it. So normally I do all of my prints on a shiny metallic print, which I work with so many neon colors that it really brings those out, and that's why I do that. I also get all of them with a luster coating, which helps it withstand like finger oil damage and sunlight damage, sunlight bleaching. And I don't charge extra for that. I just I don't like seeing things fade. But so, for example, I don't know how well the camera pick it up, but you can see like there's some gloss. That's the metallic that I normally get.
Yeah.
And then I tried something someone suggested to me. It's slightly thinner paper, and I can't get it with the luster coating, but it doesn't have the glare. And it's like a soft silk matte that helps bring out art details.
I think that, especially on that kit, it definitely brings it out more, doesn't it?
Yeah, and in person, it's so soft, like you want to pet her hair.
Exactly. It makes the candles look like they're in the background rather than just next to her. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm going to start adding this as an option for prints in my shop here pretty soon. I'm going to make a bunch of changes in the next week or two. But I haven't shown anybody yet, so you guys get the first sneak peek of that.
Well, thank you for that. That was awesome. I love the sort of the matte effect on them.
Yeah, and just losing the glare alone on the image is just really nice. Especially when I want to show it off, like in videos and stuff. I try to show off my art prints, and it's like all you can see is the ring light.
Yes, no, I know that feeling.
Yeah, so this is much better for that. If nothing else, I'll get this for photographing purposes for posts and stuff.
Yeah, it's I like how the gloss ones look, but like you say, unless you've got the light set up in such a certain way, it's hard to remove that glare that it comes off with.
Yeah, like I have a couple of my pieces I wanted to put up on the wall, but they're like darker images, and I put them in a frame, so it's like got both the gloss of the print and then the gloss of the glass. And so we had to be very conscientious of where we put it up, that it didn't hit any of the lamp glare or the window glare. And it's just, there's only so many places I can keep doing that. But actually it feels kind of weird. Like I have my art up all over walls, and I kind of grew up hating all of my art.
Why?
So, probably mostly it was a mix between an encouraging and discouraging upbringing. Mostly it was like heavy amounts of perfectionism. I have the unfortunate circumstance, and people will disagree with me when I say unfortunate, I tend to have certain things in my life I was good at immediately. And people in my life who wanted me to be good at those things immediately, so that it cursed me with the expectation that I'd be good at everything I tried immediately. And honestly, drawing wasn't one of those things.
Okay.
I had to work a lot to get good at drawing, and I got discouraged a lot by a lot of people because they expected something grand and amazing. And the moment I couldn't put my pencil down and just draw a masterpiece, I was like, I hate it, and I quit. And I ended up with a tablet I could start drawing on, and I'd wanted to learn digital art for a long time. So I was like, you know what, I'm 40 years old, but I'm going to figure this out. Don't care. And I gave myself permission to be terrible. Like, it took me to being 40 to learn how to do that, but I gave myself permission to be terrible, and I was. I couldn't figure anything out in the app. My doodles were very rudimentary. I picked snakes because I love snakes, and so I was like, I'm just going to sit down every day, and I'm going to try and draw a snake using different buttons on this program and see what comes out. And it took weeks of doing that before I learned what the buttons really did, at least enough to get by. Still didn't draw a passable snake, but I was learning the program. and I was getting faster at doing things. And then after, I'd say about a month, I had a passable snake. Was kind of cutesy and not too detailed, but it was passable. It looked like a snake. It didn't look like a 5-year-old did the snake. So I was like, yeah, we're making progress. And then it was like things started clicking in my head much faster. And then art started coming out a lot better. And I'm still learning things. Every art piece I do isn't meant to be a finished product. It is meant to be an art lesson for me. I don't do them. Yeah, like I don't like, oh, okay, I've got to get this product done. I'm like, no, what do I want to learn today? And I'll sit and pick an art piece based on what I want to learn today. And then I just share the progress from that.
Anthony has said, I love Nox's channel, and I never forget when Nox and Virgil unboxed magic portals, the gasp heard around the world.
Yeah, I got one of those first like mystery boxes where you don't know what diamond paintings were going to be in it. And I had the Anise Guerrero portals, and I ended up selling it because I was never going to get to it, but it was really nice that I had it. I wasn't expecting like that in the kit. So
I love her artwork. It's very dark, and like some of them look very sort of like evil pictures, but I think that's right up my alley because I love Christopher Lavelle as well.
Yeah, I have a lot of his pieces.
The problem is for me, I've gone onto Facebook and I've become friends with Christopher, and some of his artwork is just insane. The stuff he does for the
Can you see the comment?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just
that's
all right. Not seeing anything from Anthony.
Come and say hello. Come and say hello.
Hi. Okay.
No.
Hi.
But yes, so a lot of his artwork is incredible, and there's some really graphic ones that I really like the look of, but I just don't think Diamond Art Club would bring that as a Diamond Art because of the amount of detail that's in there.
Yeah, it could be really hard. I have to sometimes take that in consideration with the things I'm drawing. I'm like, do I want this to be a diamond painting, or do I just want to draw this? Because some things I've drawn, it's like, nope, this is for me. This is for art, not for diamond painting, because it will not come out right. But sometimes I do actually put a lot of effort into like, will this make a good diamond painting? Which is interesting, having that crossover when you're drawing.
It's hard when you obviously make when you make art. I suppose if you want to make it for diamond painting, you've got to do it in a certain way, haven't you? It's not just the art that you want to make. It's almost like
what will
envisage it being.
You can't have too many fine lines. You have to pay attention to how your gradients hit and what colors are in the DMC that are available. And also, in a second, Eve says she has questions for me, but yeah, you got to really pay attention. Like hair is one of the worst things. You have to make sure, because I do a lot of fine line in the hair, which they're not going to do in the diamond painting. They're going to block that out. So I have to make sure that that looks good blocked out. Like I just gave it to a friend, but the matte picture I just showed you, Enabler's Outpost has this as a diamond painting. And they did a lot of block in the hair, and it came out great. They did a great job with it. So I had a lot of like contrast and lighting that made it easier for them to do. But I've had other ones where I'm like, nope, there's just like too much going on here. That's not going to look good.
First is Eve's comment. Have you signed with a DP company for Escaping Perfection yet?
So Escaping Perfection has been claimed. It's with a company I haven't previously been released with yet, and it probably is still going to be a few more months before that one's out. But it has been claimed. So yeah, it will be a diamond painting. And I have backups if for some reason that deal falls through that are happy to take it. So that's actually a weird thing about being an artist too, is I have companies fighting over certain pieces. And I'm like, that's so bizarre to me.
I know your artwork is in Rhinestone Goddess for some of them. Enablers Outpost as well for some of them as well.
And I have one with Diamond Artisan Shop. Yeah. They have a Hanukkah piece I did. She asked me specifically for that. But yeah, most everything's at Enabler's Outpost and Rhinestone Goddess. Rhinestone Goddess puts them out far more immediately. Enabler's Outpost takes a little while longer because they do a lot of my stuff in hand render instead of computer generated.
Yeah.
So they come out really nice, but it does take a little bit longer for the whole process to go through. But they pre-signed my entire set of glowing fairies that I was doing, which does include the Lunar New Year one I just did. I thought that was impressive because usually they want to see the art before they agree to it. Pretty much every company I work with, and this time they were just like, no, I like these ones you've already shown us, so we'll just take the whole series. I was like, neat. So if you see anything that has glowing fairies attached to it, it's going to be with Enabler's Outpost in the future.
We've got Mia. Hello, Mia. I hope you feel better soon, Kerry.
Was that both questions for me?
I don't know if I've seen the second question yet. Did you see an Anthony in the chat? Hey. Was there a second question? I don't know if I missed the first question, Eve.
This chat's going too fast for me.
To say that I started this channel mid last year, I love the amount of people that are coming in and the sort of the community that's going on. It is fantastic.
Yeah, I actually just hit my 4-year anniversary on my channel.
Yeah.
On the 6th, so I literally just hit it. But unfortunately, I had to take a few years where I wasn't posting very much. I had court stuff going in the background, and court stuff is draining, like so draining. But starting to put stuff back up now.
There's Eve's. It's the answer to the second question. So that means the Year of the Snake will be with an Enabler's Outpost. That answers my second question.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I don't know when, especially with the Lunar New Year shutting things down here real soon.
Yeah.
And I tried to get it to them as fast as I could. I hit a little bit of an art rut. And yes. I may not have gotten it to them quick enough to get out by Lunar New Year's, but I did my best. I have ADHD, and my brain goes, if you don't want to draw something, you're not going to draw something. So I don't take too many commissions because I'm like, I don't want to disappoint anybody. And if what you give me is something I don't want to draw, I'm like, this could be months before I get this to you.
Exactly, yeah.
Or I will get it to you faster, but it won't be good. Those are your options.
Spectral Glade that you did the other day, because you named it Spectral. Did you name it Spectral Glade?
I did.
Someone that was, because I know you're asking for names for the canvas. That would be incredible as a diamond art.
That one's actually with Rhinestone.
Is it gone to Rhinestone?
Yeah, she's already got it up on the site and everything.
I definitely need that. That canvas was insane.
Yeah, I don't draw a lot of landscapes. I used to paint them all the time, but like digital art with it is an entirely different animal. And I struggle with it a little bit. So like I said, all my art is art lessons. So like, there's sometimes landscapes in the background of my other types of images. So let's figure this out and quit avoiding it. And it's still not to the quality I want it at, but it's better than the last time I tried. So I was actually really happy, and I still got to put some interesting little extras in there that weren't just landscapes with all my little spectral mushrooms and moths and stuff. But yeah, I threw it out and they're like, hey, I tried a thing. I don't know if anyone will like it, but it's there. And then everyone's like, wow. And I'm like, cool. I am way harder on myself than everyone else is.
It's like when you did those 2 monsters as well. When you was like, I've been doing this while I've been relaxing today. What do you think? And I'm like, they are incredible. I love the little sort of, almost like, I don't know.
These guys?
It feels like it's, those. It feels like it's symbolic to my past of going, almost like those little squishy monsters you used to collect.
Yeah. I've had a lot more requests for cute art, especially for diamond painting. And if anyone follows my art, you know that, well, I do some cute things. I'm not a cute artist. I have nothing against it. That's not what comes out of my head. And I'm like, well, how can I do cute without losing my style?
Exactly.
And I've been kind of thinking on that for a while. And then I was having a conversation with my partner, Scott, and I was trying to say that something gave me the heebie-jeebies, but the way I said it sounded more like somebody's name than a thing you have. And that's when these guys popped in my head. I'm like, oh my God, I have to create monsters called the heebie-jeebies. Like they're the Addams family, but the heebie-jeebies. I've already started drawing more. I'm almost done with one called Shiver. For the concept of you have shivers going up your spine, and most of his body is a spine. And it's really cute. I've got concept arts for pins and needles. So like little voodoo doll and a little crochet doll that has pieces falling off of them. And
That's awesome.
We're going to create a whole family of heebie-jeebies.
Definitely. That would be awesome. All right. Mia, I'm so sorry you went to a funeral today. I hope you are doing okay. We'll send you lots of love and hugs. And what was the other one that I just saw?
Funerals are tough. I had
and like,
two friends who had a funeral this week too.
Who was that? Sorry.
I would say I had two friends who had to go to funerals this week too.
It's not a nice start to the year, is it?
I didn't expect it to be. Everyone's like, maybe this year will be great, and I'm like, time is irrelevant anymore. It's all going to be hard or nice as it will. I gave up about 2016 and going, this year will be better. I'm like, it's going to roller coaster. It's fine.
I think it gets to the point where you just like, as much as like I like to celebrate New Year's and like bringing in the new year, it's still a day like the day before. It's nothing. There's no new sort of thought of, yes, it's a new year, and it's like it's still the same as what I was doing last year, sort of thing.
Yeah, I think that's why I attach more to like Lunar New Year stuff. It's not because it's still a new year, but it's like more about like celebrating and nice like art and gift giving. And so I did an art piece for the Year of the Dragon last year too. And I don't ever think to do anything for our own New Year. It's like, yay, it's New Year's. I stayed awake. I was going to be awake anyway, but I stayed awake.
Yeah, please make sure you hit that thumbs up. If you're new here, subscribe and become part of the part of my channel memberships. And if anyone hasn't, because I don't know if I can see them yet, if you can share the event. We are running so I am co-hosting an event with Eve. That's in the comments. The event is an Asian themed year-long DP along. And Nox River Art is one of our amazing sponsors. There is a Facebook group if you want to sort of go to that. And the art you can use it's a very broad amount of art you can use. If it's an Asian artist, it works. If it's animals of the Chinese zodiac, if it's sort of anime, there's so many different animals and styles that you can use that would work. And like I say, I think we've got about, I think it's 18 sponsors at the minute, with more on the way.
Nice.
So there's plenty of prizes up for grabs. I think so it's 11th today. On the 25th, we will run a live where we'll show off a few of the prizes to be won, and then we'll do the draw. I think it's the second Saturday of each month. So in February, the draw live will be I think it's the 8th. So on the 8th of February, we will do a prize draw, and I think there will be, I'm not confirmed, but I think there'll be about sort of 5 or 6 prizes each month. So that's something really looking forward to now.
That's awesome.
Thank you for the link.
Lots to keep track of, though.
It is a lot to keep track of, and I would be stuck in the mud and lost without the amazing team we've got behind us. So me and Eve have been working closely together to sort of bring everything to the front, and then we've had Angel, Tracy Cook, and Cat Sparkle Dust and Diamonds. All three of them have been incredible at helping out with the Facebook group, with doing the Google form and the email that's just gone up on the website, on the Facebook group, and with attaining new sponsors as well. So I want to say a massive thank you to all of you.
That's super awesome. Every time I've run events, it's pretty much been by myself or maybe one co-host. It's a lot of work. I actually think I'm going to be taking a break from my events this year.
I'd still like to partake in the, there's a few events that I like. So Drills and Chills later on in the year. I think there's, as long as they match with the art that I am doing for my event, I will take part in them.
Yeah, I typically do one that's 2 months long in March called Dark Vibes Craft Along. That's artwork from Christopher Lavelle, Anise Guerrero, Sarah Richter, and Inamort.
Yeah.
And then I have my longest standing event, which might be the hardest to cancel for the year, is my Punked Out Diamonds event, where it's all just like punk based art.
So what would punk based art?
That's also a broad topic, because that covers a lot of punk. That covers like punk rock, cyberpunk, steampunk, like solar punk, Afro punk. Like if you look up online, like variants on cyberpunk, it will give you this whole list, and you can make almost anything fit. Myth punk will fit a lot of things too. Actually, that fits everything that's Alice in Wonderland, because it's basically using mythological stories to express more punk ideals about society or the people in it. You have like solar punk, which pictures a world that has kind of shifted to more environmentally friendly. It's like if you could mix steampunk with excessive environmental friendliness. So you have like Ray punk, which is a lot of your 50s like pew pew gun style type comic art, and it's a really broad topic. And then I also kind of expand out, like especially in relation to music, it's like punk rock still picked up a lot of things, or vice versa. You got, I'll take anything that looks like jazz or metal music or just rock and roll in general. So it's kind of really easy, like a lot easier than people realize, to get your canvas into that event.
Nice. Well, there was a steampunk. There's a camera. I don't know if it's Dreamers Designs or DAC, but there's like a steampunk woman in steampunk next to a robot that I've been looking at, so that would work.
Yeah, I gave that as a prize one year, actually.
So Eve, for all participating in the Asian themed events, the rules have been posted in the Facebook group along with the Google form. I think they're in the featured section. Mods on hit. Yes, thank you for all my amazing mods on my channel as well, because without you, there wouldn't be all these links going up and all this sort of help in the chat.
To answer the question in the chat, none of my events require new starts anymore. I found that was too stressful. There's too many events going. Everything I ever did was like, just make sure you have more than like this left to do. And you don't have to finish either. I got too stressing people out. So I made all my rules super lax. I ditched Google Forms. I've simplified it to post in this thread, and I will draw prizes from that thread.
Well, to Mia's comment, how is my Miles Pinckney doing? So I started this kit. When did I start? I started it at 1 a.m. on the 1st of January. So we just got into the new year, and I was like, I'm kind of starting this kit now. I want to put a first drill down. So it has been just over a week, and I have 2 rows to go. That's it.
That's pretty impressive. I used to diamond paint so fast, but now I'm doing so many other things that I'm like, I had 2 finishes last year.
Yeah, I've got one which is Panda as well, which is an art dog kit.
Yeah.
And that I've done one column on that, and it's taken me so long. But the Mars
Oh,
Picnic kit is just, I fly through it, and I think it's because it's squares. I love squares so
I do
much.
too. Squares are awesome. I'd also like to point out the Dark Vibes and the Punk event are 2 separate events, and I'm probably not doing Dark Vibes. In fact, I may find someone else who wants to take that over because I know it's actually my largest event of the year. I've got like I think 400 or 500 members in that Facebook group for that one. But my Punk event doesn't start till June, and then I've had other random events. I've run so many events over the last 4 years, like so many. I think that's why I want to take a break. But I don't know. I may still do the Punk event. I kind of dropped the ball this last year. Like I gave out prizes real late and everything. Like I was doing my health, and like a year ago, that court stuff I was telling you just kind of 180'd its direction and kind of tanked on me in a very depressing kind of way. And I had a hard time doing anything for months. So I'm just kind of now getting my steam back to things.
So yeah, Kat was saying that she participated in Punked Out last year.
Yeah.
So I'm really behind in the chat. I think I stuffed up on my phone number. That's not good. I'm sure that you filled that out, Kerry. Just message one of us and we'll get that sorted for you. I think you can edit a Google form. People can do the Asian event and Nox's Dark One event.
I bet there's a lot of crossover with those events, like a lot of crossover. For one thing, everything anime would fit the Punk event. So
yeah, I think I say is I want to do this event this year, but I don't think I'll be running an event each year. I think I'll probably take next year. I'll take a year out from events. We'll see if there's anything that sort of really crops up that I want to work on.
Yeah.
But, I'm excited because on Wednesday, next Wednesday, is the launch of my. So I work at a primary school as a kitchen manager. And I've set up a after school club on a Wednesday for an hour to do diamond painting with the kids.
Oh, that's fun.
I think we're up to about 27 children that are interested in it. And it's nice because so many of these after school clubs are there, and there's it's all sports, it's tennis, it's football, it's music. And there's not many people in the music one. So then when I offered this diamond painting one, it was nice to sort of see we've had a nice influx on it. And then I think it was on Friday before was about to tell you, yeah, Friday just gone. I'd got the kids, I think it was just after lunch, and some of the kids went, "You've got YouTube, Adam." I'm like, I have. That, how did you know I have a YouTube? Oh, I've been watching your videos. So I think my subscriber count has gone up because all the like it's slowly getting around at the primary school that I have a channel about diamond painting, and there's so many of the kids and adults that are interested in it. It's nice and it's going to be good fun.
That's awesome. Yeah, that happened. Like my oldest is on a lot of like Discord chats and stuff with other younger artists who are mostly like on do like Twitch streaming and stuff. But he started sharing off some of my art with his friends, and they're like, "Holy cow, who is this person?" And next thing you know, I'm getting all these pings of like different areas, like my shop being followed and my YouTube being subscribed to, and like my Facebook and Instagram. Everything was going off. I'm like, what just happened here?
He's just put that I'm up to 217 subs. Last week when I was on live, it was 202. That's 15 in a week, which is incredible.
Nice. I've been stuck in this like 780 region for like a year. Like, admittedly, like I said, I wasn't on it terribly much, and like every time it pops up, like I'll get like 5 subscribers, and then like I put out like 3 videos this month or 3 weeks something. more than I have been. Not as much as I used to, but every time I put in a video, I'd lose a subscriber. And I'm like, what happened there? And I think it's more like YouTube kicking off old subscribers than it is actually like losing a subscriber.
Some of the times it'll be like bots that will sort of join, and then when YouTube sort of does a clear out, it will just clear off. I've had seen my numbers drop quite a few times.
Yeah, mine's always doing this, but been stuck like sitting at the like 780 without budging for ages. And like I had a brief amount of time where I'd actually reached 800, and then it just kind of did this again. I'm like, okay. And like if I could get to 1,000, I'd be happy. Like just stay at 1,000, be cool. I'm happy with all of it, to be fair. I didn't actually think I'd ever get to near 800 when I started this. I'm like, I'm gonna have like 12 people. 12. That's it.
I didn't realize. So how my channel came to sort of be was at the start. I was just asking. I was like, Angel, I've got this kit. Would you do an unboxing for me? She was like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'll do the unboxings. And then it got to the point where she was like, if you want to do an unboxing, you do it. You open up your own channel and you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, but I can't do it. I'll be really nervous and I won't be very good. And then I think it was like a week later, I was like, you know what? I'm doing it. I've set it up. I've put some videos out there. And if I do well, I do well. If I don't, and then all of a sudden it's just taken off. And I really appreciate everyone for.
And you never get past being nervous until you try. Like my first video, I was like shaking really bad. I had scripts written out. And I'm like, I don't want to sound scripted, but I need to know what I'm saying. And there was like a whole thing. And now I'm just like, I'm going to do a video. Bam, I'm doing a video. I've done no preparation for this whatsoever. Have a video.
The easiest part for me was when it was explained to me. It's like, talk when you're doing the videos. Imagine there's a person in front of you and you're one of your best friends and you're just telling them. And that, because they're angels, like, oh, just imagine it's me in front of you and you're just telling me about your canvas.
Yeah.
And that really settled me. And it was like, I didn't feel, I don't get me wrong, I was nervous, but it didn't feel as nervous. And there's still times where before I go live or when I'm doing a video, I'll be like, okay, I need to sort of concentrate and get my head in the right space for this. But
I mean, like, especially like since I've never gone live with you, I had like a 10-minute window where I'm like, okay, new thing, panic a little. But then it's like started doing all the things I normally do to get ready for a live, and I'm like, all that panic just went woof. It's like, you've done this before. You're fine. And I'm like, I've watched enough of your videos. Like I think I've had that happen before where I've gone live with someone I've never actually talked to in real life, but I've watched so many of their videos, I feel like I have talked to them in a strange way. Like it's not like completely like I have, but it takes some of the nerves out. And I'm like, I've watched enough of your videos and interacted with the other lives, like where I'm still responding on chat. I'm like, this is not, it's a new-ish, but it's not new. I have a lot of autistic panic with new things sometimes.
So I ordered one of these, if you've seen them, they're called Forever Young. And what they are is, just chuck it on the floor, it's fine. They are cases to store your drills in, but they've got the lines like the trays have, so everything lines up inside them.
Oh, that's cool.
So I've been using these for my dragons, but yeah, you get, I don't know how many you get in them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So there's 45 little trays in there.
That's nice.
And let's see if I can get them to line up. So yeah, you can see them all lined up there.
That's cool. You just work straight out of that.
You work straight out of those. But yeah, I had those for my little dragons that I've been doing. So yeah, look.
Those are cute. I almost got those. I'm not a I usually don't like doing little diamond paintings, but those ones were so cute I almost grabbed them anyway.
But it's the first. I mean, I've helped out with what's that? Basically, Adam copied me with the box. They're really good. Yes, I did. A lot of the times, Angel will be like, "Oh, I found this. It looks amazing." I'm like, "Yep, ordering that. That's cool. That's awesome." Yeah, I've done a few of Angel's like individual paint gem, and like just tried it to see how I liked it. So this is the first time I've actually bought a mini dazzle, and I say I am one of these people that loves their big canvases.
Mm-hmm.
The
Same.
majority of my canvases are all about 80 by 90, stuff like that. I think the one I'm working on now, Magic, that's a 70 by 90.
Yeah, I think 50 by 60 is like my small canvases.
I think that Panda is 50 by 70, and that I would class as like a small to medium kit. And I don't normally go anything smaller, so 50 by 70 will be the smallest I go, unless it's these little sort of snack size ones. And like I say, I did what 6 of these in probably 3 hours maximum.
Yeah,
But yeah, they're really
those
cute.
are cute.
And they're the final 2. But yeah, 6 designs in the kit, and I get why sort of paint gems are popular, because they you get like between 12 and 16 in a box rather than just a 6. But I do love this the sparkle, they're not sparkle, dazzle kits, because they are all fairy dust, which is awesome.
Yeah. I was thinking about getting, I think they have a Lunar New Year kit on Diamond Art Club. I was thinking about getting that one.
Talking about Lunar New Year kits, Eve is giving away 2 of those for our event, one at the start and then one I think midway through.
Well, that's cool.
What else we got? And just put the link up for those trays. I've got the 15 count set Angel, but I haven't used them yet. I want to try them out before buying the bigger set. They are really good. I would recommend them. And yeah, we love fairy dust drills. And we've got Berta. Hello, Berta.
Yeah, I have the kit she was just referencing. I was going to pull it out. I haven't finished it yet, but I started it. Although they switched from acrylic to resin, so there's some gapping in this one I think got corrected.
Screen.
Oh,
wow.
It's kind of rolling on me a little bit, but yeah.
I like that one.
And Adam confirmed this one qualifies for the event because that's an Asian woman.
Yep, absolutely.
So I was trying to get a lot of the dark stuff around her face first. But yeah. I ended up having to work on some other kits for other people, and I had to put that one away for now.
I do love that so much of your artwork does qualify for the event as well. And hello, Cindy.
Yeah,
Bennett.
I was impressed with how much it did. And I actually have more that's in like the wings waiting to come out, and if it comes out in time, then there'll be even more that qualifies. I like Asian art, so I guess I had a lot more Asian art in my repertoire than I realized.
I think for me, it was the case of like, I don't have much. Like when Eve was putting it to me, she was like, I've got so many.
Well, I'm showing things off. I have that one I'm working on right now.
That's awesome.
So, anyway, I'm done showing off canvases.
So when me and Eve started talking, she was like, I've got that much Asian art. All I'm going to do for 2025 is Asian artwork. So I was like, okay, let's do an event for it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I was looking at my stash and going, oh, well, that qualifies and that qualifies. It's like I've got so many canvases.
I have so many. I could make so many, and I like that it lasts a whole year because, like I said, I haven't been diamond painting a lot. So I decided I'm not really doing hardly any events this year. I have like one that I was probably going to do, but then you guys started doing this event, and I'm just like, oh, I have options. Which part of the reason I didn't want to do events is I didn't want to feel pressured to do something specific. I wanted to just work on what I wanted to work on. I've spent the last 2 years doing things for other people, or doing things because I'm like, I try when I sponsor an event to participate as well, but that was too much at a certain point. I have all these like half finished canvases laying around now. And I'm like, well, what I want to work on is qualifies for your event. So I'm like, and I have all year to get to it.
It's like with drills and chills. Don't get me wrong, I can finish canvases at a good speed.
Mm-hmm.
But when you only have 2 months and you needed a start picture and a finish to require the same prize, I can get why people are like, I don't want to participate because I'm not going to be getting my canvas finished. And that's what I like about this event. There's no start, there's no finish. As long as in the monthly posts that go out, you have shown progress on your canvases, and not just, like I say, as long as you're not just showing starting
the
pictures
same picture over and over again.
Yeah. As long as you're not doing that and you are actually showing progress on them and drills put down. If you complete one canvas for the year, that's fine. Like, I don't want people to be like, oh, well, I've got to complete all my kits. As long as this is about the enjoyment and showing off Asian artwork. So that if you love this hobby like we do, as long as you progress and show your progression in the posts, that we're happy. Like, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and the sheer quantity of my stash that qualifies for your event is pretty impressive. So really feel like I could just pick up anything I want to do and it'll probably qualify.
Now, I just wanted to show this off. So this is, we have another sponsor called Sassy Ashley Creations. She did
I love Sassy Ashley. She's so awesome.
And I got a pen. Now, I know that Angel's been talking to her and she's now going to get the exact same pen, but I think different.
If you're on about Ashley, if you want to show it, it's not about, it's about supporting Ashley. Yeah. All right.
So I'll show off some of the pens that we've had. Yeah, so this is the first one. Which Angel
I love that.
And then this is the one that me and Angel had a bit of a sort of tug of war over because we both like it, and I backed down. And in a way, I'm glad I backed down because I saw a pen and Angel's page didn't refresh in time, so I got my hands on it.
Nice.
But this is a Raptor Resins pen. And I think it's thermal on this side, and obviously the Raptor Resin crystals. But it's got on the gemstones that are in the middle, they've got like a green tint to them, which is, I think, is awesome. And yeah, Angel's been in contact with her, and she's found another blank that matches that one. So I think she's gonna get that across to Angel. And I'm looking forward to either when Sasha put these posts out, she also put a post saying, comment mine for Merry Christmas sort of thing. I put my comment down. Normally I don't win stuff, but I won a custom blank.
Nice.
So she asked me what I wanted, and I was like, it's like, if you've got something that matches with this event, so like reds and golds, that would be perfect. And I think after a few days, she found a blank that looks incredible. It looks like a Raptor resin, but it almost looks like it's, so it goes from red to almost like red, orange, and gold. But it's almost like,
hang on.
What?
I've got to erupt you. Tracy Cook, keep your mouth bloody shut. Don't tell him there's a pen drop tonight.
Thank you, Tracy.
No,
But yes,
you're going to bed, mate.
but yes, this pen blank, it looks like cracked glass, but the entire pen looks like it.
That's awesome.
So it's going to be good fun. This is back to the comments. This is the easiest event for me to participate in. Most of my stash can be used. Yes, some of the old masters work as well. That's a good point, Anthony.
Oh yeah, I have a custom of an old master that would work. I went with a Japanese old master for it, and I didn't get to participate last year, so I still have it.
Yes, Berta. I started a kit. Yeah, and I only have 2 rows to go. I am at Angels this weekend. So my goal is to get the kit done by Wednesday. So I have Sunday night, Monday night, and Tuesday night to do it, and then I can take it into work on the Wednesday and show it off to school. That will be about 8 days for a canvas. I think that's my fastest I've ever done a canvas.
That's awesome.
Like
I said, I used to be that fast. I was berating myself this year because I was just like, wow, I haven't done hardly anything. And Scott's like, go count the canvases you did halfway, because that still adds up. Like, you've still done a lot of diamond painting. He's like, go find all of your painting projects, your drawing projects, your crafting projects, your writing projects, your filming projects, your cooking projects, plus the kids you're raising, the court you've been showing up to, the health issues you've been dealing with. He's like, you've been busy this year. And I'm like, okay, I feel better. I always have like little things sitting around everywhere now. Like, I'm turning into a craft hoarder. Like, I found these little like potted plants at the store I want to put in my snake tank.
Oh, that's
I was gonna paint all of these to match the decorations he already has.
So what snakes do you have, or is it just one snake you've got?
I just have one snake so far. I might get another one this year. I have a mosaic king snake. He's still a baby too, so he's like itty bitty. I've had him for about 8 months, I think. Another one of those things you hit, like you're in your 40s and you've gone your whole life, like you went your whole childhood of I want a snake, but my mother hates snakes, so I never got a snake. And then you get to your adulthood and you don't even think about the fact oh yeah, I can get one now. Yeah. And then I was talking with Scott about it, and I was just like, it would be really cool, but I can't do that. He's like, why can't you do that? I'm like,
I'd love to own a snake.
So he was like, he bought me this like piece of furniture that's specifically meant for like supporting the enclosures. It's got like places for cords to go through and everything. And when I got my tax return money, it was like, I'm buying a snake. Got all the nice stuff for it, and now I have a snake. And I might do the same thing this year too.
Yeah, I definitely start off with a small snake because I couldn't have like a python or something. Yeah,
I might get a ball python this time.
Angel wants a gecko and an axolotl.
I want a lychee gecko, like really bad. A Leachianus gecko. It's the biggest kind of gecko there is, and they're like little blobs. I don't know how to explain it. They're super ugly, and that makes them super adorable. And I want one really bad.
Hang on, Nox, can you call it Adam?
Can I call London?
No, if you get one of those ugly geckos, can you call it Adam?
Oh, call Adam. Sorry. I could do that. Yes, we can name it Adam.
And then so I got another bit of happy mail. Oops, don't drop it. I got a bit of happy mail again this week.
For responding to the chat, a ball python is like, it's a smaller python, not like those big 16-foot ones that you see. The males get between 3 and 5 feet. Females are usually between 4 and 6 feet. And they're called ball pythons because they tend to curl into this like little ball shape when they're feeling shy. And they're super lazy snakes, like one of the laziest snakes out there. They're also usually referred to as movie snakes because you can sit with them around your neck for the entirety of a whole movie and they'll be chill through the whole thing. They don't Some of them will, but for the most part, they don't go off and explore, try and escape. They're not all wiggly. They'll just sit on your neck or your arm or some around a pillow or something, as long as you keep them warm, and they'll just lay there. They're good first-time pets, as long as you can keep humidity at a good high level, which is my main struggle right now. Is I live in a very dry environment, so I'd have to work really hard to keep the humidity up on it. But they're pretty easy to care for. Definitely like a snake I would recommend for like if you have like a preteen or teenager who needs a pet snake and needs something easy, I'd go for a ball python or a colubrid of some sort.
No, I don't think ball pythons constrict, and they definitely don't constrict cat. No.
They'll constrict their food sometimes, but they won't like constrict you, like other than to hold on to you. But it's nothing that's like crushing or painful or anything.
I remember I had a boa constrictor around my neck as like a sort of child teenager, and because the people are there and you're just holding it, and I was like arms most pretty outreached, just holding it. But as long as you sort of like calm with snakes, they are pretty calm with you.
Yeah, and like my snake has bit me a few times when I was getting him adjusted to the new space. He doesn't bite me anymore because he's used to me, but a paper cut hurts worse. And I know there's like a lot of fear with snakes because of the biting thing, and I'm like, well, when you get a pet snake, for one thing, you know you don't have a venomous snake, so that fear's gone. And then they're worried about biting, but I'm like, I've had a lot of pets throughout my life. I've had hamsters, dogs, cats, parakeets, cockatoos. I've never had a pet that has not bit me. My fish bit me. Okay. My dog sent my father to the hospital with a brand new rip in his nose. Like he had a long scar along here because it just was an open flap. When it comes to animals, it's more just like kind of respect their space, know their body language, and take care of them. And snake is literally no more dangerous than your cat. In fact, probably less dangerous than your cat. For one thing, if a snake bites me, I'm not usually worried about infection nearly as much as I would a cat. But yeah, I mean, yeah, if you have a giant snake, a bite there can suck, but you really need to have a special kind of home and care. And by then, you already know what you're doing with a large snake, if you own a large one. But anything that'll fit the generic home is not going to hurt you.
Yeah, guinea pig bites hurt. Cat bite can kill you. Okay, that's good to know.
Cat
bite. A cat scratch can kill you, technically. Actually, more so than a bite, because them traipsing around in litter boxes.
I suppose, yeah.
So
I just want to show
I think that's why I have so many snakes in my art too. Is not just that I like snakes, but I want to show them in a positive way where it's a little calmer. I did that in the art piece that I'm giving away. Is like her holding the snake in a very calm and happy, non-threatening way. It's like this is what it's like to have a pet snake.
Definitely.
I agree.
So I got a cute little gummy squishy. The lion. So these are, I should have said it first. These are from Eve and Kathy, which is Porcupine Paws, if someone can link them. And yeah, I ordered myself a couple of trays. And as with Eve and Kathy, they are naughty and they like to put extra bits in. So yes, I got the lion. I got some stickers that I'll show. So I've got that, which is, I don't know what flower it is, but it's cute. She knows I love dragons. I got a potion bottle. And we've got some. I am loved, I'm strong, I am enough. Be bold, be bright, be you. Mental health matters. Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm.
And we have self-love is the best love.
I think I have that sticker.
love yourself. Oops, no, love yourself first.
Exactly. I wish you'd take note on that.
And then a bag of Welch's mixed fruit gummies, which are really nice as well. It's not something we have here. But yes, to the trays, because I know that that's what everyone is looking for. So these trays, you can order them on their Porcupine Paws website. You can put feet on them if you want to, like these I've got. But they're stunning. So the little trinket trays.
That's nice.
Storing your down that it pens it in. But I love this sort of sparkle to them.
That's my favourite colour, the glitter.
Yep, that one. This one, which it's the glitter, is amazing.
That's intense, even in the camera.
It's got like a little bit of blue in the purple, which I don't know if you can see properly. There you go. But yeah, the glitter on that camera
looks stunning.
Is gorgeous. And then finally, this one. And when I saw this one, I was surprised that she sold it because it matches one of the kits that she's got. But it's this.
Oh, wow. I like that one a lot.
And that's really pretty. So, yeah, they've got the piece on the bottom of them. They are amazing. And I'd say Porcupine Paws will be donating some of their, I think it's either one tray a month or at least one tray every couple of months, as well as like little bits as well. Like they do pen holders and cover minders, which they are amazing. So thank you very much, Ian and Kathy, for those. They are perfect.
Hey, Adam. Cindy wants to know if you like Christina Yen dragons.
Yen dragons. I don't know if I've seen them. Is that DAC? I'll have a look.
Yeah, I don't know if I recognize Christina Yen either. I'm also bad with names, though, so that might not mean anything.
Yes, I love Christina Yen dragons. Christina Yen is the person that does those dragons.
Oh, yeah. I have a mystery kit from that artist.
Yeah, so I've got one called the Noodle Dragon Ball, which came out. So yeah, I love them. For me, I love dragons. I love baby dragons, but I do not like draglins. The sort of the
draglings, yeah.
Draglins. So
yeah, I thought they were cute at first, but it got super repetitive. So
when my kids saw Angel's, one of Angel's first Randall Spanglers, the first comments was, "That looks like a baby alligator."
I'm never gonna unsee that.
No. So to ruin it for everyone.
They're just gonna be gatorlings in my head from now on.
And then Angel, so a while ago, Angel got a Simply Gilded delivery, which is washi tapes, and she they put a drop out and said that they're no longer shipping to the UK because of the new EU regulations. And after we sort of stated that the UK isn't in the EU anymore, it shouldn't.
Yeah, I double checked that with my shop when I had to take countries off that I could ship to, and I was like, "Oh, good, the UK is still in there.
Yeah,
I can still ship to them."
I think that's the nice thing about sort of like as much as sort of. So we went through.
Are you on about Simply Gilded?
Yeah.
Yeah, I emailed them just to let them know that UK are not involved.
Yeah.
It's Northern Ireland. Yeah.
So what it is was it 2014 when we left, didn't we?
Yeah.
2014, like the UK government put a choice out for anyone who want as a sort of census, and we had to just choose as a country whether we wanted to stay in the EU or leave. And the problem is, as well as it always is with politics, there's so many lies that came out and so many sort of false truths.
It was 23rd of June 2016.
2016. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
And yeah, there's so much, so many facts that were told that couldn't have happened. Like the problem is, there's so much racism in the world, and there was a lot of it in the UK as well. And there was a party that was saying, okay, we're going to send all the sort of illegal immigrants and anyone who's not welcome to the country, they're going to send them back to the country they came from, which is not something that you can actually do, but they still promised it. And so the country, the UK, voted to leave, and then Ireland chose to stay, and I think Scotland chose to stay as well.
I don't know. I'll Google that.
So the UK isn't as united as it used to be. But yeah, it does mean that we're not, England isn't as restricted on the new EU regulations as it used to be. So that's good for us, I suppose.
Okay, I think they are. I don't know if you wanted to read that out, but
Scotland.
While you're checking that out, I'm going to run and get my coffee. I'll be right back.
Okay, so Scotland is still classed as the So Scotland, England, and Wales left the United European Union. That's what all the problems with the shipping is towards. And I think since then it has sort of split how sort of Scotland now deal with the EU. So you are back, need to go to the office, no worries. I'm trying to decide between Saka Dragon, Space Dragon, or Dragon Spirit. Dragon Spirit. Go for Dragon Spirit.
Margaret Morales. Anthony, I love you, please. Can't beat a Margaret Morales as a start kit. Yeah, definitely. Great start to 25.
But yeah, I have got a couple of Simply Gilded washi tapes that Angel has sort of put in my box. A few of her old
DAC ones.
unused DAC ones, which have got some amazing colours to them. You said about that, yeah?
Yes, I'll let Anthony know.
So Anthony was naughty. Anthony sent Angel a kit and some washi tapes. And when I got here, Angel surprised me with saying that she's gifting them to me, which is insane. She's so generous. But there are some gorgeous ones in there. So I think especially like these flowery ones would work perfect for the event.
Yeah, that's why, look at that smile. It's so worth it. It really is.
Yes, Angel's amazing. We love her. I do. Yeah, have you, as many people in the chat used Simply Gilded washi tape before?
I have.
Timor for copy Dragon Spirit. Nice. I didn't realize there was
I actually think that's one of the ones I got from Simply Gilded, and then I have some other nicer ones in my. I think my washi box is in my room actually.
Yeah, so I've got those which are the sort of the typical Simply Gilded ones with the bows
That's
on.
cool.
Yeah, and those I love those type of washi tapes. That's got like the gold, gold
really
fleck
pretty
on one side. Thank you, Angel. They're awesome.
Okay. You're happy with them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Really happy.
If I do get more, I'll give you some more as well, because I think they're doing a warehouse sale, guys, 80% off.
No, that's good then.
So you can get 60 washi tapes, but I did get a few little extras, and it's for $60, but they are worth $322.
That's good. And there's also one of our sponsors that I'm in talks with, Abby's Diamond Putty. Abby's Diamond Putty. She has a store on Etsy, and because last year she decided to do a lot of different scents, and she's come to the realization that she can't do all the different scents. She is having a sale, so everything on her.
Oh, the washi tape shop.
So I will get the link for it now, because I know I'm in her store. Favorites, shops, searches, no. EBB. Okay. If I share, copy that. If I share this link and you go and check them out, she's got Dime. Have you just done it?
No, but
Kat's done it. Thank you, Kat. So yes, everything is 50% off. So if there's some gorgeous putty in that shop, which is well worth it.
Japanese cherry blossom.
Yeah, there is a Japanese cherry blossom there. There's like sample packs as well.
Cover minders.
There's cover minders.
Soya wax melts.
Yeah.
Mutnet says she owns over 200 rolls of washi tape.
There's even some pens in there. So yeah, there is so much in her store. Even to the point where if we can get the picture of it, those which are filling your containers up, everything on her store is 50% off until she can clear out some. There's trays. Yeah, there is.
That's really cool.
All sorts.
I should go check that out when we're done with the live. Not that I have money, but it's funny how you can conjure it sometimes. I need to buy a bunch of art tools that I need, because I'm going to be doing another one of those gaming parties in June. But now we have months to plan for it, but those months are going to start ticking off real fast. And this one is a space horror theme, and I'm like, oh, that's I don't know how to craft anything like that. I'm going to have to learn.
Now, what I want to do is going into this year, I want to try and, for every sponsor that I have, I want to get something of theirs as a physical item, just to sort of show my support for everyone.
Yeah.
So I will be putting orders in soon.
That's why I sent you the button too. It was sometimes the hosts they have to hold all these nice prizes and then send them off, and they don't get anything for themselves. And I'm just here, have a thing.
when that so we got a sticker, and we got, because she was like, "Oh, we're going to send you a cover minder out," and then when it came, it was a badge. I'm like, I love it even more. It's a massive badge. It's awesome.
I am sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
I am usually pretty good with the quality control on that, but I think I was just oh, I got it. I'm excited to send it, and I just send it right off, because I get them. I get them with the pen backs, and then I take them off and I glue magnets on there. Because if I were to try to order something that was already pre-magneted, they want to charge me. If I want to get it for cheap, I have to buy 100 of them per art piece.
Yeah.
Or they're going to charge me $10 for each of these things.
That's not.
And I'm I'd have to charge you guys even more. And it's no. So I'm but these are cheap. And I'm I have magnets. I have strong magnets. So I'm I'll just Gorilla Glue them on.
That's the thing, is that I love the badge because I can wear it a lot. And I don't, with how I section canvases now, is normally with release papers or the perforated sections on diamond art kits. I
Yeah.
don't really use cover miners that often, so it's nice to have something different.
Well, that's cool. I'm glad it worked out then.
It did. It's awesome.
It was like ADHD moment for me there. Yeah, I think I mostly use cover minders now because I have a glass drafting desk, so I'll just put them off
Yeah.
to the side as something pretty to look at while I'm diamond painting, not because I actually need the cover minder. Because I always cut the plastic off in sections, so
I want to get one of those, like, I don't know if you've watched any of Angel's videos, she's got a magnetic board, and I want to get one of those so I can have my cover minders
yeah.
on there.
I actually, oh, don't mind the mess behind me, but it serves a purpose. So I don't
I
get
love your
tangled in
tattoos,
cord.
by the way.
Ah, yeah, I have my own magnetic board full of cover minders. It's not even all my cover minders. I actually gave a bunch away recently too because I was like, I've collected way too many over the years, and this is just it's getting intense. But like, I also will like collect trinkets from other places and turn them into cover minders myself.
Oh, that's cool.
So I ended up with some of those, and then like I have like my little, I have a bunch of like octopuses and Cthulhu's and stuff
Yeah.
that I really like. I don't know if the shop is still open, but I have like my Asian fan that I really like. I have like one from like Agnes's Needle Minders. It was expensive, but it was totally worth it.
Oh, that's
Like
cool.
she
Is
hand
that
does
for
these.
3D? That's
She
amazing.
mostly does dragons, but she also will like do like uh manta rays and turtles and like other random things here and there. And she does them like seasonally, so you have to wait for a drop and they sell super fast. But I snagged the octopus a couple years ago. It was like $50 because it is like entirely handmade, but it was completely worth it. So
So, Kat was saying that what shop was the fan from? Did you know the fan cover minder?
I'd have to look that one up. It was I think it had the word dark in the title. I can't remember. I know it was a UK based shop. I bought a bunch of things from her all at once to kind of make it worth all the shipping, but I'll have to look it up.
Yeah. If
I'll
you
let
find out,
Adam
message
know.
me and
Yeah,
I'll message Kat.
sorry about that. The thing is like when I first started my YouTube channel, I actually had a little access to more money than I do right now. So I was like, I'm gonna take advantage of this because I know it's temporary, and I'm gonna just unbox a bunch of stuff. Like diamond painting was still kind of newish to a lot of people. It wasn't new to everybody, but it was kind of that COVID influx of people joining in. And I'm like, all these people had questions like, is this company good? Does this thing work? And I'm like, you know what? I'll find out and I'll put it on my channel and I'll let you know. So I ended up with a lot of random stuff from a lot of different shops. It's really hard to remember where I got it all now.
Yeah, there is so many different shops out there. I do want to try some of the smaller shops this year. I keep saying that, and DAC keep bringing out amazing artwork, and I'm like, I kind of want that though. But
Yeah, I've been wanting to do the same thing. I've actually succeeded. Like I think I bought 2 Diamond Art Clubs this year, and I got a lot more small shop ones this year, which is impressive for me because, well, I mean, I got other people Diamond Art Clubs, so I still have like my diamond status, but I only got 2 for me.
yes. But yeah, I like DAC. I like Dreamers Designs. There's I think last year I did the Diamond Art Studio, UK's 12 Days of Spookmas,
Mm-hmm.
which is the borders are mystery kit, but it's a cross conversion kit.
Okay.
So it's almost like an advent calendar where you've got like 12 different designs and you can put them wherever you wanted on the canvas.
Okay.
And they've got a couple more of those. One's like a floral one, and one's a tarot version. And I'm really excited. They would be pretty cool to do. So I think I'm going to try and get some more from them. But I looked at Jaded Gem Shop and Enablers Outpost, and there's one other, Mooney Maid. And the artwork is insane, but the shipping,
Yeah.
it's like, I think they do a maximum shipping, but even on one canvas it was like £32, and on a maximum it was £45. But there's no free shipping to the UK. So when you've got to pay half the canvas amount in shipping, and that's without the tax and the duties and everything as well.
Yeah, and that's still cheaper than like sending it. Like if I were to send just one of mine from my stash,
yeah,
it's like, I don't know what it is in pounds. It's like $60-70 to ship that to someone in the UK. I know because I've done it. Yeah. And it's the value of the diamond painting. I'm like, wow, that's intense. Like I remember it always being expensive, but it just hiked so fast.
It really does.
So yeah, like my favorite small companies from like the places I've tried this year has been Enablers Outpost, and then like Bella Art Diamonds. Like I got one of their kits and I started working on it, and I'm like, this actually is better than Diamond Art Club quality. Like I enjoyed working on that so much. It was intense. So I need to buy more from them.
So Bella Art, Nicole, the Bella Art Diamond, she's made as a tray for the event. So when I put my order in, I might have to put in one for a piece of artwork that she's got as well. So if I'm paying shipping on one, I may as well pay shipping on a few.
If you wait a little bit, she's about to have trinket trays with my art on it.
Oh, she?
Yeah, she's they're already like they've already have like production for the pictures. They just have to get them on the site.
That'd be awesome.
But yeah, they have Reflection of Pain and this one right now, and then they may actually end up, I don't know if they're going to, but they may actually put the Lunar New Year one, the Year of the Snake, on the trinket tray. So
that'd be awesome.
I'm excited for that.
I like how sort of different creators sort of help each other out and make sort of, like say you've got the trinket trays that are from Bella Art, but it's your designs. I think it's awesome. Yeah,
and it's like, I've actually known Nicole for a long time. She lives in the same state I do. She's like 3 hours from where I am. And I've never physically met her, though, despite being close. But there's some people I've made friends because I've been working with them, and some of them I had the opportunity. I wouldn't say they gave me any extra like edge in, but I felt more courageous talking to them because I already knew them. I'm like, hey, I've got this. I don't know if you'd be interested, or vice versa. Some of them approached me because they already knew they could talk to me. It was like no nervousness involved, which still weirds me out too, because like I was doing diamond painting events and everything about 2 years before I actually started selling my own art as diamond paintings, and I would still contact artists, most of which would ignore me because I assume they've got a bunch of messages going through. But every now and then, like Sarah Richter actually occasionally still pops in and asks me questions just randomly. She actually follows my art. It's so weird. But I talked to her and stuff, and there's like this nervousness with talking to the artists and this excitement, and I'm used to having that. And then I was talking with somebody, I don't remember who at this point, but they were talking with me, and I was like, something about the cadence of these conversations going well, but it feels a little off. And I'm like, what is it? And then I realized they were super excited to talk to me, and I was the artist. And I'm like, when did that happen? I was like, oh, you're nervous. I just thought we were talking. So yeah, it's weird sometimes where like I'll be scrolling through Facebook and they'll be like, well, who's your favorite artist? And I'm like, I'm expecting like Christopher Lavelle or Randall Spangler, all these other names. And then I'll like Nox River, and I'm like, what? Wait, what? How am I someone's favorite artist? I don't get this.
But yeah, I definitely need to get some of the kits you sent me pictures across. I was like, I need to try and find them kits on the, like you're saying, that Black Sentinel is amazing, and I'd love to. I need to put an order in with Rhinestone Goddess with whichever canvases you've got on there, so I can own some of your artwork.
Yeah, most of the ones that qualify for your event are at Rhinestone right now. So I think I have one at a dealer's outpost at the moment. Again, it depends on when they come out. I may have more throughout the span of your event, but
like Kat just said, it must be an awesome feeling for you.
it's weird. It's surreal because I'm sitting here in my room watching YouTube channels with a tablet and drawing like a little gremlin in my pajamas. And that turns into people going, "That's awesome," or "I really connect with that." Like the one people have the most emotional connection to is Reflection of Pain. It's not the only mental health one I've done, but it's the one people are like, "Holy cow." And I'm like, I was having a bad depressive day, like one of those days you'd want to scream into a pillow or stare off disassociatingly into a mirror. So instead of doing either of those things, I drew what I was feeling, and it took me, most images I draw can take days to weeks to finish. And that one I did in 5 hours. It was very simple. Just really wanted to get something down real fast.
Yeah.
And didn't think much of it. I went ahead and posted it because I post almost everything I draw, just because if I judge it, what's worth posting, what's not, me and my audience don't agree. My favorite pieces get the least amount of interaction. And the things I'm like, just throw that out there. People are like, ah! So it's really funny. But I was like, I'll just throw it out there. Next thing you know, people are like, that hit me in the soul. And I'm like, cool. I wasn't expecting that. Again, I was sitting like a little gremlin crying in my room, drawing a painting, but I'm glad that, it apparently took that emotion with it. So
Commented, I love the wolf you did for Howl at the Moon.
Oh yeah, I don't think I have a print of that right now. Yeah, I don't think I have a print of it right now. But I did that. Also, the host of that event is actually a reasonably good friend of mine, and she was doing her first event, and I was like, I'm going to sponsor that. And when I sponsor, I do try to draw like an original piece for that event. I can't do it for everyone. Sometimes that adds up, but definitely for people, like either if I really like the event or I know the host, I will definitely go out of my way to try to make an art piece for that. And I tried to draw a wolf that was kind of like a spirit animal, so it's got the real skeleton in it, but like this neon colored translucent fur, so you could see the living animal that it was at one point. And it was really hard to draw. Like,
I bet.
for one thing, I wanted it kind of walking towards you, and I had an image photo for reference of a wolf in that position, but you can't find wolf skeletons in that position worth anything. And most of the like poser apps where you can get something where you can move it in the pose you want does not have wolf skeletons unless you want to pay money for it. And I was like, cool. So I'm just going to look at a lot of wolf skeletons and try to guess what it looks like from that angle. And I think I did okay. It's probably not completely anatomically correct, but for the purposes it served, I was like, that came out better than I thought it would.
Yeah, I started with that. I started with Howl of the Moon because it was Kevin's wife, wasn't it? That was
Erica.
Erica, and yeah, I started it because I was doing Castle Wolf, and that was it. The top half of that canvas was a joy to work on, and other than the wolf itself, I've had to put that kit away because it's just one of those kits where it's got this big. Have you seen Castle Wolf at all from DAC?
I think so.
So the top is like a nice sky. It's got the castle in the background, which was awesome. It's got a big purple wolf on it, which again I love doing. Yeah. But then the bottom it's very, very similar colours. And everything's got that dark vibe to it. And when I was sort of going into this new year, I was like, I do not want to start this new year off with like a dark, depressing kit. And as much as the magic one that I'm using has similar dark colours, it's also got like a lot of vibrancy with the dragon. So I think that's why I've loved it so much, because it felt like a fresh canvas, a fresh start.
Yeah, and like variety in diamond painting, like the images and the contrast is really important, which is another thing I consider sometimes when I'm trying to draw for a diamond painting. But like I think I have one color set where I could handle it being one palette, and that's kind of that green, gray, green, blue. For some reason, my mind will kick to that. Like I did I'm probably mispronouncing it, but Akemi or Akemi from Diamond Art Club. And it's pretty much all that gray green color. And I was like, I'm gonna get so bored doing this. I'm gonna get so bored. And I zoned in on it real hard. I'm like, apparently that's a stimmy color for me. But yeah, I I hate when I'm like doing a large diamond painting and it's like the same thing over and over and over for the whole thing. And like, and you get like one little spot that changed. That's it.
I
Like
think
there
that's
was
it's
the
weird
one
for
with
me.
the girl with the bunnies and like the Asian like window that they did around Black Friday. I almost got that, but I looked at like how much would be the exact same pattern over and over again, and I'm like, I'm not going to do that to myself.
Yeah, it's like if I'm enjoying the kit, it doesn't matter what colours it is. Because when I did the Christopher Lavelle mystery kit, and I enhanced that kit, but I think that was my first mystery kit, and in a way that I'd never done a mystery kit before. And because I couldn't see the colours, because it is just a black and white canvas, I loved it. And since then, I need to get more
mysteries are my favorite. Mysteries are my absolute favorite. Like they'll break if I'm having diamond painting lull where I'm just like, I'm not liking anything. I'll pull out a mystery kit. Immediately perks it back up.
They are fun to do. But yeah, I've done mystery kit Dark Fantasy by Christopher Lavelle, and then I did mystery kit Halloween, but I can't remember the artist on that. But that one was huge.
Yeah, I didn't finish. I have the Christopher Lavelle one. I haven't finished it. Again, I have so many half done canvases everywhere. Unfortunately, a lot of my mystery kits are that way because as soon as I get like motivation, I like swap back to a different canvas, and it's like I'll come back to the mystery kit when I'm in a lull again.
So how, Melissa, how do you know what colours to enhance a mystery kit? So I do it. If you've ordered a DAC mystery kit, there is a DAC mystery group where you can actually see how the canvas looks. And as much as it is, I like looking because I like to see what the artwork I'm creating. And even though I've seen it, it doesn't take away from what it is, because you can more or less see the artwork that you're doing, because as soon as you look at the kit, you can see the design.
The new ones are a little easier, where they like have a bunch of different color flecks instead of the black and white. That one hides it a little better, but.
And I've noticed that if you look at a mystery kit on the DAC website, when you look at it and go to like a couple of pages, it will show you what's inside the kit. It actually shows you what the kit looks like. Even though it's in black and white, you can still see what the kit looks like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will have a look at the colours. And so once I've got my kit sort of laid out, especially with my mystery kit, I looked at it and go, okay, this number, this colour, say it was like 208, it goes here on the canvas. What else is in there? What does that represent on the canvas? And then if I've got enough of it, I'll switch it out for ones. But I did put up a video on, I think it's either this week it's coming out or it's been out. And what it is, it's the magic kit by Miles Pinckney. I've done the unboxing on it, and then a couple of days later, I've uploaded the enhancement kit for it. So I enhance all my kits with my own special drills. But I've done a video showing how I do it and where they are located on the canvases. So if you're looking to get into enhancing your kits, not just with the sort of like the Timor enhancements, it's a good start if that's your sort of thing.
Also, on that same note, I've enhanced mystery kits without knowing what they look like. It's not heavy, but if you're looking for advice from that perspective, I usually go for adding specialty drills to highlights. And the best way to do that, even if you can't see what the image is, you can usually see an area. It's going to be roughly around the middle of the canvas. It's either going to be slightly right or left, occasionally centered, but usually just a little bit off to one side. There'll be a cluster of more than normal, or of different colors than like the rest of the canvas. So you'll see a bunch of different symbols. And just look for the lightest color in those symbols, and that's probably your highlights. And you can replace those with like ABs or something, and that will cause a little bit of that reflective quality where light's hitting things. And that's a good starting point for enhancing when you don't know what you're doing. Like when you can't see other than that little cluster.
Yeah, definitely, that's a good idea. Just go back in the chat. Miss Brooks. Went too far up the channel. There we go. Not doing mystery kits up, but not started. So, Kayleen, which mystery kit do you have? And Angel's got, is it mystery kit 9, which is a mythical one? I think I've got 2 more for this year, which was mythological creature and fancy object. When I eventually do my mystery kit, I'm getting all my staff to put release paper on the design pages so I don't see the kit. That's a good point. Was that by Eve? So, yeah, Eve has a Yume mystery kit. And I know Angel's got the Margaret Morales mystery. My ADD, ADHD, OCD brain will not let me do a mystery canvas. I can't wrap my head around. So I might be wrong with how other people think, but when you have a mystery kit, I find it the easiest way to diamond paint because you're looking for a symbol rather than a color. And for me, it was like I find it so much easier because sometimes you'll get like some symbols that look the same, or it'll be hard to see the symbol because of the color in the background. When it's a mystery kit and the canvas is entirely black and white, or your stickers are black and white, I find it so much easier.
Yeah, and actually sometimes
at that point,
sometimes all that extra color on the canvas can be overstimulating for me, and I get overwhelmed. I work in small spaces too because I get super overwhelmed real fast trying to find things. So I actually find the mystery kits help me with that. I'm not as overwhelmed by all the visual stimulation. And then also just as far as like sometimes when I know what it is I'm working on, when I can see the image underneath it, my brain gets a little bored, like, oh, I'm just bringing it to 3 dimensions, but it's still the same thing. Whereas the mystery kit, it's like, what am I even looking at here? Like, I get curious, and curiosity keeps me motivated. So I usually don't know what I'm working on in advance of the mystery kit. I think I've had like 1 or 2 kits where I'm like, no, I already know. Like the very first Anise Guerrero they did, that was actually my first mystery kit. I already knew what it was. But I wanted that art piece really bad, so I didn't care that I knew what it was. And even then, when you're working on a specific section, it's like you don't have every piece of the canvas memorized at any given time. You're like, even if you know what the art piece is, you could still be working in one little space and just be like, oh, I have no idea what's going to be in this little space. And you're like, oh, look, a thing. And I almost said what's in it, and I don't want to ruin that mystery. But you're just like, that's exciting. That's kind of cool. So it gives a little more. more of the creative button in my head.
So with your Christopher Bell, is it the dark fantasy one you've done?
Yeah, it's. I can't remember. Wait, how many has he had? I thought he only had the one.
He's only had one, which is the. I don't want to spoil it for everyone here, but it's the Sleepy Hollow inspired one.
Yes, that's the one I was working
It's
on.
the best way to say it.
Yeah, I already know what that one looks like too, because I got like about this far before I recognized the image, in which case I immediately knew what I was doing. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I love that the dark colors on that, because you can sort of see like the trees wrap around stuff, and the way that the colors are in those areas, it's just incredible.
Yeah, it was actually fun to work on. Like, looking forward to getting back and finishing that one up at some point. Although I think the one I'm going to go back to next actually is the Christina Yen one we were just talking about. I've got just like this little section at the bottom done. It was so cute already. It's like little feet.
I did go back and have a look at all the mystery kits that have been out, and that mystery kit by Christina Yen is amazing.
Cool. I don't know quite what it is yet, other than it's the same theme as all the others, but that one I haven't figured out. So, but
Good night,
yeah, I
Kat.
have.
Thank you very much.
Good night. I'm waving at the chat instead of the camera. But yeah, I still have a couple of mystery kits I haven't even opened yet. Like I have the Anise Guerrero Halloween one I haven't touched yet, and what was the other one?
Have you opened
Unfortunately,
it
I
up to
have.
have a look at it, or just not at all?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't think I've opened these ones. Unfortunately, I have over 100 unstarted diamond paintings, and I have about 20 work in progress kits. So I kind of forget what I have sometimes. I put everything in GemSlow, or I lose track of it all. Like I said, I had some money a couple of years ago. I knew that wasn't gonna last, so I've stocked up so I could keep doing my craft even if I was dirt broke.
What's that? 43.
Sometimes I get hell for having such like a large stash, but I'm like, I also buy way less now than I did, so I'm pretty much buying at the rate that I make them now. And then I also supply my friends with diamond painting, so I'm not the only one basically, feeding off that stash.
I think I've got close to 50 in my stash now. But yeah, it's my priority recently has been for the last year I've been diamond painting on my dining room table, and then it comes to dinner time and it's like, yeah, got to move everything off and put everything away. So this year I've got myself a desk, and I actually got myself 2 desks and an office chair. So it's nice to have that diamond painting set up now, which can stay there permanently.
Yeah.
And I don't need to worry about sort of packing everything away or because the problem is when you get that mood for diamond painting, you just want to start straight away. If you then got to sort of set it all up and get everything out, for a lot of times it was like, okay, now I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of effort to set up, and
that's some of my struggle right now is like I have a desk and actually a little bit of like I have a table off to the side over here too. But I do so many, like I'll do painting and crafting and diamond painting all from the same space, and it's like if I have one of them taking up all the space, then I'm like, I don't want to clean it up and set up the other one. I'm just so if like I got crafting stuff all over my desk, I'm not going to diamond paint for a while because I don't want to move it.
Yeah.
So I totally get that.
I'm going to cut the live down for a little bit because we have been chatting for nearly 2 hours. And it was lovely and my signal keeps dropping off to a 0, which is not good. That's fun to do. But yes,
Technology
I
is
just want to
fun.
say a massive thank you to you, Nox, for sort of coming on tonight, the prize packs that you've got, and showing off your amazing artwork. So I just want to say thank you.
Thanks for having me and letting me show off. Like, it's fun.
No, you're
I
fine.
like interacting with
I'd say
people.
if when we do our prize draws, and again throughout the year, if you do want to come on and sort of show off some new things that you've got coming, just sort of feel free, just message me and we'll get it set up.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Right. Well, thank you for everyone in the chat that's joined tonight. I think we got to a high point of 30 people.
Nice.
So I just want to say thank you. Thank you to my mods that are in the channel posting those links. And I will see you in the next one. I think next week is the 18th, and I think we've got Elisa Menk that is running a Lunar New Year event that is just, I think it starts on the 22nd of January.
Cool.
So she has an event that's running alongside ours and very much tied to the same. So I think she is I think she's the guest for the next one. But I'll keep you informed, and yeah, thank you very much, and I'll see you all soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.